Retraverse!
Fighting back!
Retraverse!
Fighting back!
Retraverse!
Fighting back!
Retraverse!
We all know why we're here, so I would like to start by all of us just taking a moment to consider the 4 people who were killed in the recent attack. This is the very reason we're here. 4 people that day and 40 others who were injured have had their lives either ended or ruined. You'll never get over that, even if you survive it. That will last forever. There were people that were visiting our country who were killed in this attack. They came to see our beautiful capital and they will never go home. So before we take a moment, I'd like us to have a minute's silence, but before we do, I would invite any of you who would like to join me in a prayer for those who were sadly killed in this terrible attack. Any of you who want to join me, please bow your head. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon them. May they rest in peace. Amen.
Amen.
You'll be glad to know that millions and millions of people all across the world will see us here today, and they will know that the British are fed up of being treated like second-class citizens. We're fed up of suffering Islamic terror attacks, and we're not allowed to even discuss it.
Just yesterday, somebody asked me, what do I think it means to be British? And now this was a left-wing journalist, so I'm quite sure he wasn't expecting my response to be what it was. Because for me, being British is quite simple. I don't care what colour, creed, religion, I don't care what your background, ethnicity, religion or otherwise. If you love this country and you love the people in it and you honour and respect it and you embrace our culture, our traditions, then you are British.
Why are we here today? Because last week on that bridge, a radicalised Muslim extremist, radicalised in prison, converted to Islam in prison, mowed down multiple innocent tourists, civilians, and then stabbed the police officer to death. We've already had a 1 minute silence for the victims, but that's why we're here today, because this is nothing new to us. We know this is going to happen all the time. Well, it has, hasn't it? It has. Look at Berlin, look at Munich, look at Paris, look at Nice, look at Orlando, San Bernardino, the Canadian Parliament, Sydney. I could go on and on all day. Let me ask you right now, is the world suffering a wave of Jewish terrorism? No. Is the world suffering a wave of Hindu terrorism? No. Well, let me ask you, if you've got your head in the sand, what is the problem? The problem is Islamic terrorism.
But we knew this was coming because we've seen it. You look across Europe, people are being slaughtered. You look across the world, homosexuals are being killed in Florida. Just because the Quran says it's completely intolerant of anything other than Islamic values. Sharia law says throw the homosexuals off a building. What are they doing? They're throwing them off buildings. The Quran says cut the heads off the disbelievers. Do you think it's any coincidence that ISIS are cutting people's heads off? Look at poor Lee Rigby. Was there anything more heart-wrenching for a nation than to see one of our Queen's soldiers laying lifeless on the streets of our capital, and still no reaction, no bloody reaction? I know a few of you turned out, but where was the outrage? This is one of our men. He was fighting for our land, and there was complete silence. The media wanted to black it out as soon as possible. They didn't want memorials. They didn't want people gathering in his name because they knew we would address the fact that this was Islam. What happened to Lee Rigby, what happened at 7/7, and what happened just a few days ago on that lovely bridge that I've always loved to cross over and look out and see our wonderful city, that was Islam.
Yeah.